brutal. Kaho was facing Lin before. It's on paper the same matchup, but Lin excelled with Blade Master control. Infi is not playing Blade Master. He tried, alright, against Moon. That was an experiment that he'll probably not do again. Infi is playing a whole different style than any other orc in the world in this matchup, and that is Fascia and Firelord and pushes. Kaho's gotta be ready for that. Oh, Kaho is not satisfied just yet. Should be fine though. Unharassed, doesn't have to face an invisible Blade Master. But maybe that could be something Infi is turning into a weapon. That nobody expects an Invis Blade Master. And all of a sudden he's there. The Iceman finds him. Ooh, Wand of Mana Stealing could be really good. Infi doesn't need much progress. He just has to stop progress. Actually a pretty conservative / Republican way of playing Warcraft. So I should hate it. But somehow it works out, unlike in real life. Ooh, lost it again to Kaho. These split seconds seem to be going his way so far. Good scouting. Shout out Pims for that ban. Well deserved. Oh, I have a heart, brother. So text. Oh, look at this. Infi is not going Firelord. He's going SH. So he's playing a rather standard orc play, just with a different first hero. Interesting twist. Kaho going Dryad's Bears. The best mechanics in Night of Warcraft, clearly. Nobody doubts that. Lost it. Into Kaho again. Infi not very successful with his last hit attempts. And a second against this. Yeah, Infi clearly switching up his game. Kaho was ready at the tavern to see if something's coming from there. But he can't find him, and that of course gives Infi some time to creep. You guys surprised me in a positive way, chat. I expected half a shitstorm when Neo said that. Me too, man. But I thought, you know, a little bait can't hurt. Especially when it's true. Ooh, Infi again, man. This has been noticeable. In his match versus Moon, he's really careless with grunts. Against Moon, he did that early on, so that issue was fixed. But now he brings it back on tier 2. I'd say Kaho is playing very well around this. What I like about Fasir, who is arguably the weaker hero compared to Blade Master in this matchup. Well, is it arguably? If it's just a fact? I don't know. Anyway, what the Fasir is really good at is sniping wisps. If they come into your backline and try to flood you, as we've just seen in Moonburst Fortitude. Chain Lightning gets rid of them. Easy. That's the big strength. Very curious how Infi is trying to make this work. Last month, Fly made it to the top 4 as one of the organizers of this tournament. Now it might be Infi's time. For that, he only has to defeat Kaho and Fortitude. What's the problem? Panda progress clearly slower than the Shadow Hunter. Didn't decide yet if if Heal Ward or not. Switching into Pillage now, attack upgrades, wants to spend some more time at 50 food. Squeezing out some resources, try to force a reaction from Kaho. And this is very annoying, because the Panda isn't level 3 yet. And you gotta respawn at some point, otherwise your base is gone. And he does prioritize the level 3. Loses a Moonwell, loses a Dryad, loses a second Dryad. Almost. But Moonwell is here. Infi's just taking this fight. This what you got? This is your hand? Well, I can play that. But maybe not. A little overconfident. Not working on an expansion in the back of things. And Pillage got up very, very late into the fight, so he didn't get too many resources for it. Town Portal traded though. I am not sure where this game is going. Infi only lost one raider, so it's not the end of the world. Still gets a lot of control in. Devotion Aura, not... Actually, against this army, it's pretty bad. The big damage is coming from Dryad, Poison, and spells. So Devotion Aura really doesn't do much. In general, though, this item always helpful. Helpful? Double heal scroll, protection scroll. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. What's the sustain of Kaho? Moonwells. We all know they were nerfed. Infi not committing. Only under his terms. Wow, I think there's a peon moving to the northern expansion. And Kaho's scout is picture perfect. Oh my god. Split second perfect scout. We didn't see it on the screen. But it's pretty much exactly what happened. And expansion on the upper left hand side. Slowly but steady. Kaho is showing good game sense, not falling for any traps Infi laid out for him. Infi got a mana stone on the Shadow Hunter and the wand of mana stealing. Oh, that's pretty good. Doesn't even have a slot for the red spot. Gotta take the clarity. There we go. An item that doesn't help him that much. Just a bit of HP. No front line at all. Raiders a bit far behind, but again, time to establish Snake Pit and Kaho. Kaho has no reason to fight. His base is up. Infi didn't scout it yet, I think. And somehow, ironically, he got the better crowd control and Dryad Poison, right? That's not dispellable. Can't play around that, really. Except with the knives. Same goes for Ensnare, but it's way more limited. In quantity. Infi got the better consumables. And the better heroes. Ultra late game is not that meaningful in comparison to when you face a Blade Master, because Blade Master is just overwhelming, especially in comparison in tandem with the Shadow Hunter. With the Farseer, as much as I love Chain Lightning 2, unless Kaho pulls Wisps, it's really a non-factor. So the time for the Farseer is over soon. Maybe hit and run, because for base race, that Chain Lightning is getting really good. Infi double Rex Raiders. Ooh, Dryads kinda getting close to the Shaman. Open battleground here. This might be the perfect setup for Dryad, for the Raiders here. They get a Shaman, trading it basically 1 for 1. Oh, now 2 for 1. So many units for Infi falling. Huge supply lead for Kaho all of a sudden. This Raider connection doesn't really work out that well, does it? There's still a heal scroll and no sustain for Kaho. So maybe, unlike all the other fights, the later situations here might favor Infi. And it's starting to look like this a little bit with that Raider front on the right-hand side. But Kaho retreating with the Dryad, saving 1, saving 2. The one on the left-hand side, that's pretty much unsavable. But Panda's back with full mana, Drunken Haste, Breath of Fire. That damage seemed to be a little too crazy. Supply gap is narrowing though. New fresh Raiders are coming in. And then a straight up fight where you can't run, when you can't hide. Dryads are horrible. Level 5 for the Keeper. Infi. Ooh, can he close it out? Drunken Haste, Breath of Fire once again. Heal scroll against it. It's a war of attrition here. Level 5 on the Shadow Hunter now. Super crazy Serpent Wards. And Panda level 5 as well. What can he hit though? There's not much left. On either side, the new Raiders he can greet with a drink. He's a nice host. Oh my god, all heroes are leveling like mad. Farseer, last hero not on 5. He's fighting this with his back against the shop. Maybe hoping for a new heal scroll, but that becomes available super duper late. Whenever he can squeeze out a Serpent Ward, that's an absurd amount of damage, but then they're focused easily by heroes, and in the end, Kaho is still standing. Infi in a bit of trouble. Sweet and Snare. There's no... Oh, there is an Entangle. They're slow. This might be the end of the Farseer. Just barely gets away. What a wild brawl. Oh boy. But Kaho, of course, has that second base up. And Kaho can produce until the end of days, when Infi does not. And that's the difference maker here. It was fairly even until the expansion kicks in. thought there would be way more damage. When the Dryads can't kite anymore. But Kaho now far ahead. Close to level 6 Keeper as well. Moon Juice was available all time. And Infi maybe one more push. With double mana potion long distance mining. Kaho's on the way to tier 3 and that will be the knockout punch. Can't compete with tier 3. Infi's gotta act. But how? He can't outmaneuver Kaho apparently. He's right there. Got the door to the base shut. Got the door to the shop shut. Did he ever scout that base? I am not sure. Yeah. There's so many consumables now on Kaho. He can just close it out. He doesn't even have to wait for the tier 3 anymore. Guess he has a solution to everything but the Serpent Ward. So if he stays out of Serpent Ward range, this should be it. Panda is crazy. Chain Lightning absolutely is not. So that's level 6. Obviously you're fighting Raiders, so in a fight, Tranquility not that great, but the Panda is, oh boy. Oh, yeah, that was the least impactful Tranquility of all time, but it was a nice way to celebrate the victory as Wonderboy is making the right adjustments and winning this 1-0. Infi's losing streak versus Night Elf continues. The Shadow Hunter didn't really work out, did it? Too slow. This was a bit too slow. Okay. 1-0 then. I'll be right back, everybody. Because I still had my bedroom window open. And it got a little cold. 1-0. So, what are the adjustments now, Infi? That's the big question. That is the big question. Well, he will probably, hopefully, have some answers for us. So I hope Infi's still motivated to turn this around, because he clearly put some thought into the matchup, as he's playing pretty much completely different. Not completely different, but from tier 2 on, very different to what he played 2 days ago. But Kaho was very, very ready. I like that Infi fixed this early game. And is not donating 3 grunts anymore. It stays with the Keeper Farsia. Really like the Keeper. Super solid hero all around for the setup that Infi is presenting. Entangle even helps later when there's low mana on the shaman. So Infi now in a different situation. For the first time these playoffs, he's down a man. He was 2-0 up against Moon. And then the reverse sweep. And then he defeated 5-3-0. Fassia Grunt early tech. 21 supply by Kaho and a late attack. As Hammerfall. See that? Calm early. So is Infi bringing back the Fire Lord? Take her! Thank you very much for the raid, mate. Hope you had a wonderful stream and a good ladder session. Or whatever you were doing. Maybe you were casting as well. Anyway, whatever you did, I hope you had a good time. I think that Infi shouldn't try... Yo! Dennis with the 5 gifted subs! Let's go, legend! Thank you! I thought he shouldn't try Blade Master anymore. That specific playstyle, he really doesn't have that down to the top level. Should be enough for ladder, but not really for tournament pro level. What about the Shadow Hunter Pit Lord strat though, since Taker was raiding? Couldn't that work? As a surprise. Not as a standard strat, but as a surprise. Chaos Hunter's Hole seems late. Five archers here. Did anything happen in the mid game that drives Infi away from Firelord? Because the Firelord is back, everybody. Firelord is clearly back. Here we go. And I hope Kaho is ready for this. Because this destroyed Moon twice. Without a big chance to it. Infi's doing Infi things, man. This is gonna be a lot of hero focus again. Look at the inventory. Pretty good. Firelord is doing damage already. He's overloading with summons. As long as they're not in one place, it becomes extremely expensive to dispel against them. The age-old, just use Whisper to detonate. That's not how it works. Gotta pay for it. But so far, I think these archers are clearly holding their ground. Wow, this was a rock-solid defense. Did this accomplish anything? I'm not really sure. Like lore delay at max. This was some good XP. It cost wisps, of course. And since dryads are quite lumber heavy. But this was obviously just preparation. But then again, greater shot. So Kaho's got a creep. Fight fire with fire. Firelord at the moment a bit underwhelming. Because no incinerate. But also Kaho, his army isn't up yet. He doesn't have the spell yet. So he doesn't want to fight out in the open. Ooh, that was so close. That little birdie was flying. Alright, is this 0 dead grunts in the early game? There were some dead grunts. Okay. Problematic for Infi. Kaho's heroes are taking off. 2. Fanboying Infi too hard. X. Firelord early expo.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
Well, Expo is tough to crack with Dryads only, even though you have Panda Keeper, one of the better hero combos against buildings. But how are you supposed to hold this? Hero focus, I guess. There is a tier 3 transition and then things get a lot easier. Solid little start and the hero focus is back, but you must have prepared for this. There's no Invo Potion. Purge, TP. So that push stopped early. Oh, exit double kill on Raiders. There's no potential to bounce back at the moment. Expo should be up though. Level 3 unlocked, level 2 incinerate. Infi. Alongside myself. The only person in the world sees the value in incinerate. Great minds think alike. Bears it is. Is this safe with a tower? Even against Panda Treants. They can distract a lot. Lightning Shield. And Archer backline disappearing, but what about the front line? These Shaman are way too close to the comfort zone. Breath of Fire against Raiders, doing a solid job. And it's again this bare knuckle box fight that we've seen at the end of Northern Isles. So many units lost, but clearly more value on the side of Infi. He's down to pretty much nothing, and his heroes are not really the ones to carry. Not a Firelord, not a Fascia. Panda is hurt, but does he really feel threatened? I don't think so. This Panda is not going extinct, but he extinguishes that Firelord. Not even the Chain Lightning on level 1 can do anything. GG. Ooh, Kaho got Infi's number. Ooh, Kaho is hard countering pretty much everything Infi does. It's not a good sign for all the Infi fanboys in the world. This is a very promising Kaho performance so far, though. No shenanigans. No trickery, no foolery, no hero focus. Against Moon, this was wonderful. This worked brilliantly. But Kaho learned the lesson from Moon's defeats. And now Infi is with his back against the wall. Can he do the same that Moon did to him? Or is he too reliant on strategies and doesn't have that extra strategy anymore? His number one solution with the Shadow Hunter didn't work. His solution from the quarterfinal with Firelord didn't work. So Infi, what now? Kaho's playing rock solid. He's not giving him much. And if you're prepared against hero focus, this Infi strat is really not that impressive. Just Moon threw heroes away. So in the series versus Moon, Infi played Infi played Blade Master here. No, play Blade Master here. Thankfully that's not the case because it looked improvable.
一位玩家的部队正遭到攻击。
Second time this didn't work. What about a third? We will see. Basically, he just changed one hero. That's it. He also expanded compared to no expansion. In the first game, he also played double Beastery, which he didn't do here. Also, Firelord and the Shadow Hunter, two completely different heroes. Need more? He played hero focus instead of unit focus. Need more? But yeah, he's trying this again. Infi is a stubborn fella. And when he thinks things are working, then he'll show the world that it's working. Or fail miserably. So it's this or the other now. And that's the thing about Kaho, like, his mechanics got so good, and his understanding of the game always was really good, that you can't trick him with this. Moon has definitely more flaws in his game, just from mechanics compared to Kaho. And then the strategy might work. Infi's tech is far ahead. That's the nature of this build. He slowed the keeper down, so he's not really close to 3. Which is a death sentence to all the grunts. Shadow Hunter again. Okay, back to map 1. by the way. We did not mention this yet. But if Kaho wins, we got one of each race in the final 4. Again. Notice how often this happens lately? Crazy, huh? Big mana potion on the Farseer. I'd argue this is insane later on for the Shadowhunter. At the moment, not too impactful. Ooh, you need this. Alright, Kaho not in a position to punish this. Rather goes to the right hand side. Despite having Entangle. It's only Entangle level 1, so it's not the death sentence that he was hoping for. Even though Shaman are rather late. And Holy Aura. More movement speed against Dryads is fantastic. And Kaho is sticking with the mass Dryads, right? There's no tech. He has the lumber soon. Could queue it now if he really wanted it to. But he also needs some lumber to produce these Dryads. Happy Lin 40 Kaho, the magic square. I like that. I might steal that. It is the modern day Warcraft Mount Rushmore, for sure. These 4. Okay. Kaho forced into a defense again. Panda, Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, hitting quite a bit. Mischance everywhere. Shadowhunter 2.2. This is an odd timing to push. Usually the focus is clearly on a level 3 Shadowhunter. Speed Scroll? Just rushing to his expo. Oh, he forgot something. Oh no, he forgot something. That effect of a Speed Scroll. Maybe it was a misclick in the beginning. And he just wanted to pop a Clarity Heal Self, but yeah. Maybe he expected a roaming Farseer, a roaming Keeper to disrupt him, which is not the case. Still expect. Okay, he saw that with that little push into Kaho's base, he saw that he's not teching Kaho. And as we said, breaking bases with Dryads isn't that easy. Can try to play some lane, which would fit Infi style for sure. Doesn't necessarily need that creeping anymore. Can just fight his way up. Ah, Shaman lure lost to the creeps. Yeah, can't make these mistakes really. On this level, in the top 6. Infi looks worried. Kaho's going tier 3, banking a lot, push is coming, and Infi is severely hurt. His burrows are super exposed. What the hell is this base build, by the way? This looks super random. Dryads just stream in, kill one burrow, kill the second, the peon line is under attack. Oh, this is a disaster. As much as Infi slept fly yesterday, today it's all Kaho. All burrows wiped. Every single one. Every single one. And Kaho is in a prime position. Like, bears are coming. Tier 3 on the way. Levels look fine. Items are okay. The only thing he has to worry about is a super fortified position at the bottom right hand side. But let's be honest. How are you supposed to hold the second base? Kaho can pretty much decide how he wants to end this game. And the series. And the tournament life of Infi. Kaho was the one who knocked out Infi in TPL2 top 4-2. He's his kryptonite. Yeah, the styles don't match that well. Infi biting his lip. Rare to see. Rare to see. All these final four are gonna be so good tomorrow. Alright. This is pretty much it. Do or die. If Infi holds, he has a chance. He got back up to 52 rather quickly. It's impressive. Still, this base build is not working in his favor at all. And maybe that's the downside of being a multiple race player. You can't work on these details so much. Trying to go into double beastery radar lame again. But yeah, Kaho's just waiting for the bears. Mass raiders also means there is no Kodo yet. And then how do you fight the bears? That base is so open. Yeah, I wonder what wonder what Focus and Lin are thinking. Seeing this base. Infi has double heal scroll, protection scroll, big mana potion though. Let's not count him out. Let's not count him out just yet. To be fair, I was the one counting him out for the past 5 minutes or so. But hey, let's not count him out. Chain Lightning level 1, very underwhelming as always. Didn't even get a single Wisp. Protection Scroll can be dispelled though, so the Wisp still hold a lot of value. And yeah, they dispelled the entire scroll. Ooh. Good control on the bears, despite there being no Kodo. Infi reacting a little bit late. Raiders are no fighting army against bears, nor are they a fighting army against the panda. They have to get to the Dryads to do significant damage. And with his tournament life on the line, he can't make mistakes anymore. Big mana potion is gone. He just built a speed scroll and a protection scroll. That's right. New bears are trickling in. Big mana potion is gone, as I said. Now the protection scroll. I don't really like it too much against Dryads, but against the bears, it's fantastic. Speaking of bears, first one is down. Kodo did eat. A second one also. But the rest of the army is just disappearing, isn't it? Panda's level 5. Still has some mana. The biggest issue is, I guess, to get rid of these Kodos. The Fascia is not even moving. Infi is only moving one button. GG. And that was A good performance by Kaho. Oh, he renamed. It's not Wonder Boy anymore.